Hi guys, it's B again, and before I get started or do any video type things, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to anyone who supported my last video, who watched it, who liked it, who commented, anyone who subscribed as well. I'm really thankful. I just really appreciate anyone who was supportive of it, and I really want to keep doing this, so thank you. And let's move on before I say something even more embarrassing. But I wanted to share with you guys the process that I went through to create the outfit that I wore to my 21st birthday. I've been thinking about my 21st and what I wanted to do for it for ages. I haven't had a birthday party in forever because I lived through COVID when I was 17, 18, and obviously today it's still happening, but that was when it was most, you know, when the whole lockdown things were happening. I was in year 11 and year 12, so I didn't get an 18th birthday. I didn't have a 16th birthday. Anyway, so as you can see from my general room and from what I've already told you about myself and from those fairy wings up on the wall, I am a fairy, and I needed to make it a fairy themed birthday party. Kind of, I didn't want everybody else to have to be fairies because I know that's not everyone's thing, but I decorated everything outside, DIY'd all the decorations, fairy themed. I made my back deck into a little fairy wonderland, string lights, I made a tree, you know, all the things. But for everybody else, I made the theme a little bit easier, and I just said do something beginning with B, so it didn't have to be so constraining, because my name's B, Phoebe B. So I was thinking about what I should be for my B party. And the obvious answer was to just be myself because it's a B themed birthday. It's me, I'm B, it's my birthday. But I wanted to be like B on steroids, right? Like the most B I could be. I didn't want to just put on a regular old outfit. I wanted to like make it really up there. So I started brainstorming. I did a quick scroll on Pinterest to find some inspiration, and I was thinking like a kind of yellow theme. I found these kind of yellow dresses because I wanted to include like a little bit of kind of like bumblebee theme as well, like honeybee. So yeah, I was looking at a few different options, some like different flower embroidery. I definitely wanted it to be short, I wanted it to be poofy, and I wanted it to be in 2 pieces. That's what I was going for. But yeah, after a quick trip to Spotlight to gather my fabrics, and committing to the colors, I got started after a few more weeks of procrastinating. But yes, anyway, I hope you enjoy the process of watching me create my 21st outfit, and I hope you enjoy seeing it in the end. So thanks for watching.
Alrighty, so starting with this $2.75 a meter poplin honeycomb mustard yellow fabric from Spotlight. I started draping it around the mannequin to see how I kind of want it to fit. I'm not really too fussed about if I mess up with this fabric since it is so cheap, but also it's fabric waste, so trying not to mess it up too much. But of course I did. I didn't leave any seam allowances or anything on this top and realized that I made it way too short. I was showing much more midriff than I wanted to. So trying again, I start with a longer piece of fabric this time, and I kind of just draft it up, start pinning, trying to see how it looks on my mannequin, get a kind of vision of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to cut out the pattern pieces.
Okay, so we are back in it. And this is my first time drafting a pattern on my mannequin, which it's handy, but also it's difficult because this girlie's proportions are nothing like mine, and I can't get them to be like mine. I can get the waist to match my size, but she's got big massive honker titties, and I just can't get her underbust or her bust to match mine in any way. So I think she's going to be really handy for seeing the skirt and seeing the skirt fall, but for the top, I don't think, not so much. So yeah, I'm gonna try and not drape the top over her as much as possible, just so I can make sure that it'll actually fit my chest.
It's looking like it's just me and my chest as a mannequin, which is fine. I thought it was too good to be true, but regardless, I finished pinning it up. I figure out what my pattern pieces should be, and then we get to the really exciting part, making it shiny.
Alrighty, so we've got the shit that's gonna make it really cool is this organza. And the cool thing is I chose like the cheapest fabrics that I could find from Spotlight. Well, not organza isn't the cheapest fabric you could find, but this like, I'm sick.
I'm sick.
But cheap as. I got everything, and fingers crossed that I won't need to go back. I don't think I will. I got 2 meters of each. I got everything for I think it was $25. So $25 for a fairy themed 21st outfit is a pretty slammin' good deal. I'm going to cut up the same pattern pieces that I'm using for my top for these, so it'll look really pretty shiny over the top. And then we'll see. Saving all the scraps, of course, because we've got to make the flowers. But anyway, let's cut them out, sew the pieces together, and then see where we're at.
Alrighty, so I start cutting out 1 piece of organza to every 2 pieces of poplin for the top, and then I start by zigzag stitching them together because I was lazy and didn't want to thread my overlocker, but zigzag stitch doesn't have the same effect as an overlocker, so I stopped being lazy and I thread the overlocker because it didn't work as well and it bunched it all together.
Okay, I wanted to get the top portion of this dress done by 1 p.m. today because I've got a lot of my other party stuff to get started on, and it's looking pretty good. Let me see, I'm pinning the sides together. So this is the shiny side for the outside. Obviously it'll be sewed and it'll look a lot more seamless than this. But yeah, she's looking pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna sew these together, slap on the inside lining and see how we're looking.
So exactly as she said, I'm going and I'm pinning the good sides together, and then I am sewing along the top and the bottom edge with just a regular straight seam, straight stitch, and making sure not to sew the sides so that I can flip it inside out.
Alrighty, so I've made most of the top. She's looking, let me bring it back a little bit. She's looking cute. It doesn't fit well on here because, as I said before, the tatas on this one are bigger than mine. So yeah, she looks like she doesn't fit only because these proportions are not correct, but she fits fine on me. Anyway, I just need to do the back, and I'm thinking about whether I do a zip or a lace up back. I think I'm gonna do a lace up, but either way, we're gonna move on to the skirt. So I've got this long strip of fabric. I'm going to pop around here, and then I'm going to do 2 layers of gathered fabric with a ruffled hem, and then put the organza over the top and have just like a big fluffy skirt, but it is still going to be like a mini skirt, probably at most like just above my knees. But yeah.
So starting with the skirt, taking a few long pieces of the poplin, I'm starting to gather them all up. I'm adding the organza on top, getting really excited before I run into a problem very quickly.
Alrighty, so I got real too excited when making the skirt. She's not there, she's in my lap. When making the skirt for this, and I just started cutting a bunch of like random different lengths to start gathering without thinking about how it would look, and then I did like a little test and like pinned it up for the first layer, and I was like, why does it look so weird? I don't understand. And then I looked at the reference photo again that I was kind of basing the skirt off of a little bit, and I realized that that the like top band should be a lot shorter than the ruffle. I was making the top band bigger than the ruffle, so it looked kind of a little bit diapery. So now I rushed into it and I cut all the pieces. And I know what you're saying, like maybe just swap them over, but I honestly don't know what I did in the just amalgamation of yellow fabric I'm seeing everywhere. I've lost track of what my things were. So I'm trying to make do with what I have. And I can go back to Spotlight. It was really cheap. I don't want to though, and it would be a waste of all this fabric. So I'm trying to make it work. At the moment, I'm gathering the ruffle to add to the bottom of the initial around the waistband ruffle, and then we'll work on the second layer. So we'll see how it looks. So was definitely the correct idea to shorten the top layer and extend the bottom layer. I was originally envisioning it more like this shorter, the bottom longer, but I think this is fine. And besides this bottom layer, you're not really gonna see it that much anyway, because the top one is kind of gonna come, you're really only gonna see the bottom poking out. But she looks really cute. But yeah, so we're gonna do the second layer now. And yeah, the reason why all the edges look a little bit bad is because, does anyone else have a problem when they use their overlockers where they like try to thread it? I did that thing where like you clip the threads and you tie them onto the next one, and it worked well the first time I did it, but I tried it the second time, and now for some reason my green thread, if you know, you know what I'm talking about, the green thread just is coming undone every single time I do it. I try to rethread it again, it's coming undone. So I get to a certain amount, like 5 tries after trying to thread my overlocker, and I say, I'm just not gonna do this anymore because it becomes too much. So we're trying to go no overlocker, but it will mean that this under part is gonna be a bit scratchy. It looks cute. That's all I'm saying. She looks cute. Okay, it's getting dark in here and she's getting cute as hell. So this is what the second layer looks like on top. So it's just like a little bouncier part. Like as you can see, this pokes through a little bit, and like the back still pokes through, but like not so much. So I'm gonna sew this together. I'm gonna hem this bottom part, make a waistband, and then I think it's time to start making the flowers. So she's looking really cute. Look at her next to me. Wait, need to like envision it on me. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, it's really cute. And with this hair as well, and I'm getting my nails done on Wednesday, so it's gonna be all matching. I'm getting my nails done orange and pink. So isn't that perfect? And then this is gonna have orange and pink flowers on it too. I don't know if I already said that. But then it'll match the wings as well. Oh. It's just gonna be such a look, guys. It's gonna be such a look. Okay, so I was worried it would be a little bit short, so now I'm trying it on with the waistband. Shush up, Iron. So, she's pretty damn cute. She is still pretty short. If you can see my butt, I'm obviously not gonna include that in the clip. But I think it should be fine. Like, if I really need to, maybe I'll put like a little extra piece of organza on the bottom layer. But I don't know, I think it should be fine. Alrighty, so I have got my waistband pinned, about to sew. So hopefully that's gonna add a tiny little bit more length. It will, but yeah, no buts, no buts. Back to my thing I'm making. I've added an extra layer of fluff here as well, of organza. So we've sewed the first half of my waistband on, and in an attempt to kind of make it look good, because I'm really good. All that to say, I'm hand stitching the inside of the waistband on so that I don't have like a seam, not a seam. I don't even know what that's called. Just like a visible thread line, you know? Because it looks bad. Looks bad and looks unprofessional. So we're hand sewing it on, even though hand sewing is not something I'm great at. But we have to have a practice at everything, don't we? Alrighty, we're getting mighty close. You can see in the background, she's like,
I'm sick.
Anyway, I'm now onto making of the flowers.
So I've had quite a lot of practice at this because of my wisteria flowers that I was making for ages. So basically this is what we're going for, just a bunch of tiny flowers that we're gonna sew onto it. Can you tell I'm excited? So I have this color organza, so like this peachy, orangey pink, and then I have this lighter pink too. And then I also have this green organza, which I'm going to do for some leaves. But I don't have a whole lot of this, so we'll see how much of this I end up using. What I'm doing is I'm cutting them up into little squares like this, and then I'm like making little slits all the way around. And this is low-key kind of dangerous, but this is just what I'm doing. So I've got my candle here, something so I'm obviously not putting my fingers over the flame. And then I'm going around and just like lightly singeing the edges. And it doesn't matter like which way it singes, if like more of the petals singe than the others, because it just like makes it organic looking, as long as you don't like fully burn it. And then that's what you end up with. So it's really cool. And then that way you don't have to like cut out individual rounded petals, because the fire does all the work for you. So I'm really not telling you to put, I know that this is a tutorial, so it sounds like I'm telling you to singe the edges with this. I'm sure there are much safer ways to do stuff like this. I don't have fancy equipment. I only have a candle and a pair of pliers, so that's what I'm using. Fire is dangerous, but regardless, that's what I'm doing. So I will check back with you when I have like 100 of these, and I'll show you what it looks like when I start sewing them on. Alrighty, so I have added, well, not quite yet. I've just pinned them on to see what it would look like. She's upside down. I've added some flowers, and they look super, super cute. So we've got some flowers on the top. I just ran up the stairs. And some flowers on the skirt a little bit more sporadically. But she's adorable. I haven't quite sewed them on yet because I'm going to sew on the zip on the back first. I'm notoriously really bad at doing zips nicely, so I'm trying really hard to do this one nicely. I found this invisible zip just like in my stuff. How perfect is that? And yeah, let's hope that it looks okay. I'm gonna do a corset for the back of this so that I can just pull it tight as I need. But yeah, I'm not gonna try and explain to you guys how to put on a zip, because I don't think that would be a very reliable tutorial. We're gonna sew this invisible zip on to the back of this, and then we'll have our little princess outfit. I just got back from getting my nails done. So these are my birthday nails. And I have never ever tried to hand sew with nails on. And there's a reason for that. It's very hard. So I've obviously chosen now to do all the hand sewing details and left it until after my nail appointment. But that's okay. You know, I want to be a nail person, so I like kind of have to learn how to do this, because sewing is just going to be a part of my life, whether I have nails or not. So anyway, I'm taking some ribbon that I've made out of the lining fabric. I've got a whole bunch of it, wherever it is. I think I dropped it over there. Got a whole bunch of it. So I'm just sewing a few little thingies on to the back. And then we're gonna lace it through, and then the top is done, apart from sewing the flowers on, but those should be pretty easy. I am now officially sewing on the flowers. I'm trying my best not to make the thread come through on the other side, but if it does, who's gonna know except for me? If I was smart and patient, I probably would have sewed the flowers on before I sewed the other side on, so it wouldn't matter if the string went on the other side, because I would just sew another piece of fabric on the back. But that's not what happened, so we have to make do. God, it actually, oh my god, my needle broke in half. Okay, great start.
Okay, so this, I need more down. This is the finished outfit. And she's really cute. Look, I've got these flowers sewn all around. The corset back with the like really stiff ribbon, but whatever. And then the skirt, of course. The multiple layer skirt. And she's just gorgeous. And then I had to top it off with a princess crown as well. You know I had to. I will show you guys the full reveal when it's the full look and the full thing and with the nails.
Hi, B here from a week and a half after my birthday. Yeah, I ended up having so much fun at my birthday that I actually forgot to take photos of my outfit. So here I am setting up a little makeshift photo shoot area so that you guys can see her in her whole glory. I hope you like it.
Hi, it's me again, but this time I'm at the end of the video. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'll keep it nice and short. I know this one was a bit jumbled. I was trying to kind of finish it really rough before my birthday finished. And I just wanted to get it out there and not be so picky about it anymore, because I'm being so picky about what I'm putting out there and I'm not learning anything from it because I'm not putting stuff out there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, even though it was a little bit and I will make sure to be posting more things soon. So thanks guys. See ya.